Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, gather around. Congressman Eric Swalwell, more appropriately known as Eric Swallowswell, has been hit with multiple allegations of SA. And we'll get into that. But first, let me play this for you.
I kept figuring out ways to blame myself. I shouldn't have reached out to him at all. I should have left. I should have done this. Well, Eric shouldn't have raped me.
This Capitol Hill staffer is coming forward for the first time on camera to talk about her experience with Congressman Eric Swalwell. He is now a leading Democratic candidate for governor of California.
Let's get together, make the biggest wave this state has ever seen.
Swalwell was in his late 30s and married when she joined his office as an intern and became a junior staffer. She's speaking in shadow as she fears professional consequences.
It was in 2019. I was, again, driving him to an event. This was my job.
And you were 21 years old.
And I was 21 years old. We see some sort of parking lot, and he says to pull over. He pulls out his penis and instructs me to give him oral sex. And I started to. Again, I felt incredibly uncomfortable. And I stopped, and I said to him, this feels really uncomfortable, and anyone could see us right now. And he said to me, you're right. It's probably not good for a congressman to be caught with his pants down.
Swalwell calls her allegations false. His campaign responded earlier to vague accusations on social media related to his behavior with staffers.
Did you ever behave inappropriately with female staffers?
No, it's false. And also, some of the allegations I've seen, which is that we've had NDAs in the office. There's never been an allegation, and there's never been a settlement. And, I will also just take stock that, look, we're 27 days before an election starts.
Did he ask you to send him lewd photos?
Yes.
And did he ever send lewd photos?
Yes. He would send short Snapchat videos of him rubbing his penis through his pants while on the airplane.
The staffer says she liked Swalwell's attention at first and nervously went along with it, which included sending back nude photos of herself. But in September 2019, she says she and some friends met up with Swalwell. After a night of heavy drinking, she says she woke up naked with Swalwell in a hotel room with no memory of what happened.
The five of us were having some drinks. At some point, it was time to go home. I got in an Uber. I was taken to the Aloft Dublin Pleasanton, where he was staying. And I don't remember what happened that night. But I know that there was sexual contact. Because when I woke up in the morning, I could feel that there was. And he said as much, too.
What did he say?
That last night was great. It didn't feel great to me because I didn't remember it.
And so you blacked out and you end up in his hotel room and wake up with him.
Yes.
She says another incident occurred in 2024 after this event in New York, where Swalwell gave a speech.
Some of us are working hard on Capitol Hill.
At the time, she no longer worked for Swalwell's office.
I decided to ask him to meet me for a drink. And I did this because I was so far removed from what had happened in 2019. I felt safe because I was established. I had a partner. I felt more secure that I could have a strictly professional relationship with this person. After that bar closed, we went to another. I went to the bathroom, and I don't remember anything after that.
You don't remember anything?
I remember the next day. I can see flashes of that evening, of him on top of me pushing him off, him grabbing me. It was a lot more aggressive. It was aggressive.
Did you say no?
Yes, I said no. In my flash that I can recall, I was pushing him off of me saying no.
And what did he do?
He didn't stop.
He didn't stop. And you woke up the next morning.
I woke up the next morning naked, alone in his hotel room.
Now, Yeah, that's what we call hit it and quit it. Typical dirtbag move. What do you expect? He's a dirtbag. I get it. Doesn't fucking feel good at all. But dirtbag is as dirtbag does.
I, for a moment, didn't even know I was in his hotel room. That's how intoxicated I was. And
I'll have what she's having.
I called my mom, the only person I could think that could help me.
Her mother confirmed her account in an interview with CNN. CNN also reviewed screenshots of texts she sent to a friend, saying she was, quote, sexually assaulted by Eric. She also shared this note from a physician's assistant, calling her a, quote, survivor, after she went to get tested for STDs 1 week later.
Why do you feel like it's so important to speak out now?
When I found out there were others who might have been impacted by Eric in different ways, I realized I couldn't be scared anymore, because that is how he keeps us quiet. The fear, the shame.
In addition to this former staffer, 3 other women who spoke with CNN also alleged sexual misconduct by Swalwell. One said he kissed her and touched her without her consent. 2 of the women said he sent them unsolicited explicit messages or nude images of himself, something the others say Swalwell did with them as well. One shared this message where he commented on her photo and wrote, quote, that swimsuit, with an expletive. You like it? She responded. Yes, very much like, he wrote. In a statement to CNN, Swalwell said, quote, these allegations are false and come on the eve of an election against the frontrunner for governor. For nearly 20 years, I have served the public as a prosecutor and a congressman and have always protected women.
There is another me out there. There is another young girl who dreams of working in this field and believes in him and could fall into this trap.
And that's why you're speaking out.
Yeah.
You want to protect others like you when you were young.
No one protected me. Sorry. No one protected me, and I don't want someone else to suffer because I know what I know.
So here's the thing. I freaking hate. I ain't gonna say hate. I do hate them. I do not like. I despise Democrats, leftists, liberals, feminists. Same, the tomato. But if I'm being honest here, from the information that I just heard, it sounds consensual to me. Uh, is he a dirtbag? Absolutely. He's as a dirtbag is as dirtbag does. And honestly, I think adultery should disbar. You should be expelled from Congress for adultery, and you should not be able to hold public office. I believe that's how serious this is. But as far as criminal indictment, charges, prosecution, I believe we need a lot more evidence. The threshold for evidence for something that can destroy your life should be very high. Again, I don't like this fool, and I am not even defending this. But sounds like she got white girl wasted. She woke up, realized like, what the fuck did I just do? And she found out that he did it to other women, and they're like, this fucking dirtbag. No, he sexually assaulted us, or me, whatever. But unless he used some kind of SA drug, I don't think he should be hit criminally. You know, should this affect his campaign? Absolutely. But here's his response.
A lot has been said about me today through anonymous allegations, and I thought it was important that you see and hear from me directly. These allegations of sexual assault are flat false. They are absolutely false. They did not happen. They have never happened, and I will fight them with everything that I have. They also come on the eve of an election, where I have been the frontrunner candidate for governor in California. I do not suggest to you in any way that I'm perfect or that I'm a saint. I have certainly made mistakes in judgment in my past, but those mistakes are between me and my wife. And to her, I apologize deeply for putting her in this position. I also apologize to you if in any way you have doubted your support for me. But I think you know who I am. For over 20 years, I have served the public. As a city councilman, as a member of Congress, and as a prosecutor who went to court on behalf of victims, particularly on behalf of sexual assault victims. That's who I am and have always been. This weekend, I'm going to spend time with my family and friends. And I appreciate those who have reached out to me to show support. And I look forward to updating you very soon.
I'm deeply sorry. Sorry.
You know, before I get into how this actually looks to the people, let me see if I can get this straight. We're told constantly by the left about the right being threats to democracy and no one's above the law, blah blah blah. But turns out that one of these threats were RSVPing to campaign fundraisers and running for governor. Governor of California. Doesn't even live in California, mind you, but that's a different conversation. But speaking of governor of California or running for governor for California, here's Chad Bianco's response.
Hello, California. Riverside County Sheriff Chad Bianco and your next governor. There is some very disturbing news out today concerning Eric Swalwell. As a person who has investigated these types of crimes and arrested predators, I am appalled. We only know limited information. We don't know the whole story. Based on reports of his staff abruptly quitting, I'm guessing we haven't heard the worst parts. There is no place in government, no place in politics, and no place in humanity for this type of behavior. He has abused his position and has absolutely no business ever being in a position of authority. I'm not only calling on Eric Swalwell to drop out of the governor's race, I am demanding he resign from Congress. Eric, you have proven you are not only a threat to national security, you are a threat to your own staff. For once in your life, do the right thing.
Do the right thing. You expect the Democrat to do the right thing. They don't know what the right thing. They call good evil and evil good. No. Yeah, right. Now, imagine if this were a Republican being accused of this, right? This would be 24/7 prime time, front page news for weeks, perhaps months. And yeah, it's funny and ironic how they do the very thing that they accuse the right of doing. But we'll see how this turns out. But hey, right? Nothing to see here. Just another day in DC where the biggest scandals somehow become the quietest stories. And with that, folks, I'll end it there. But till next time, take care of yourselves. And remember to worry about nothing and pray about everything. Godspeed.
Sorry.